Welcome back to FM Story. We're into the second half of season 9 of the Glory Hunt. It's our second season in Madrid, and the one aim for this season is to win what we didn't win in season 1 with Madrid, which was the Copa del Rey. We've already gone one better than last time in that we've actually won a game in the competition this season. Coming up pretty quickly in this episode, we've got the fourth round of the Copa del Rey against Girona. And should we progress in the competition, we've potentially got quarterfinals and semi-finals to come in this episode as well. So without further ado, let's get into the action. It's time for the fourth round of the Copa del Rey at home against Girona. We've played one game since the end of the last episode, which was a home game in the Ligue against Athletic Club, who beat us at the beginning of the season when we had 2 players sent off in the first 17 minutes. This game went a lot better. We ended up winning 6-1. We do have a couple of injury issues. Hakimi and Diamande are both injured, so are out with the defence. Ardgula is injured as well. So in terms of their replacements, we've gone with Miguel Angel Cruz, who we signed in January from Athletic Club at right back. He's 19 and he's outstanding. We've gone with Tartaglione instead of Backinger to partner Scalvini in the centre of defence. And we've got Matthias Sula playing wide right instead of Ardgula. Otherwise, it's pretty much our strongest available team. So hopefully we can carry on now that we've got a victory in the Copa del Rey after last year's disaster. Hopefully we can carry on the winning ways in the competition. Right, very little happening early on. We've had a lot of the ball. They've had one shot. That's everything that's happened. Tartaglione with a free kick. Wide to Ewan Andre. Back to Tartaglione. Bellingham in for Eduardo in the box. And the keeper turns it behind for a corner. Just simple move there. Got us in behind. And the keeper made a good save. Valverde with the corner. In towards the near posts, up in the air, and it's cleared away from Vinicius Jr. Right, Cruz intercepts that ball. Bellingham overruns it with Xavi Simons out to Vinicius Jr. Eduardo takes a great touch, gets himself into the box, and somehow, with most of the goal to aim for, drags it wide of the far post. It's back with their keeper. Lambord, who scored against us in the league, down the line to Solis, low cross, and we've not got that clear at all. Solis again, all the way back to the fullback, and nothing comes of it. But now they've got to throw deep in our half. Cross comes into the box. Ewan Andre gets his head to it. Now squares it. And luckily we get a block on that to turn it behind for a corner, and we're under some serious pressure here from Girona. Lambord with the corner. We've got a head on it, it's still alive though. Good tackle, but they've still got it. And they've hit the bar and it's gone over. We are right now, look a touch there. Right, Ewan Andre with a throw in their half. Xavi Simons back to Tartaglione. Straight back to Xavi Simons. Crosses towards the far post. It's headed away from Sula. Bellingham to Cruz. He overruns it. Scalvini to Cruz again. Lovely ball over the top. Bellingham takes it down on his chest. Pulls it back for Sula. He fires it low into the bottom corner. And we've got a 1-goal advantage right on the stroke of half time. There was 1 minute of injury time to be played, and this goes in pretty much bang on 46 minutes. Just about the last kick of the first half sees us go in front. Half time 1-0. I mean, we've had some chances. We've had 3 shots on target, but they haven't had a shot on target. They've got higher XG because the chances they created were pretty good. We got a couple of blocks in. They looked very dangerous in that first half. We were riding our luck a bit when they had that spell of pressure. But we need to be a bit tighter at the back. we need to create a few more chances with the amount of possession we've had. I mean, 5 shots with 70% possession. It's the same number of shots, and they've had like less than a third of the ball. Right, so we made one change at halftime. We brought Cesar Ramirez on at right back instead of Cruz. We've got an early corner, Valverde into the near post, and Eduardo heads it over the top. Interesting score in one of the other 4th round games. Espanyol winning 2-0 against Barcelona. We've made another couple of changes just to get some fresh legs on. They've got a long throw into the box. We've got a head on it. It's come straight back to the throw-in taker though. It's cleared, but only as far as that throw-in taker. Ball to Lambord at the back post. Takes it down lovely. Pulls it back. And it looks like we've given away a penalty. Pepelu steps up to take it. Luckily, Mamardashvili is able to save it. How he held on to it, I don't know, but we've still got that 1-0 advantage. Tartaglione to you and Andre. Sula on the left now. We've gone back to Mamardashvili. Scalvini to Rodrigo on this right-hand side. Scalvini's got it again. Down the line for Rodrigo. Whips across in. Comes out to you and Andre. Scalvini. Rodrigo again. Finds Samuel Ricci. And his shot goes over the top. It's 3-1 in the Catalan derby now. They've gone back to the keeper. And again. Now we're trying to keep them in front of us. They're not looking to go long. They're looking just to try and play it out. Ball out to the wing. Ricci wins it back. Rodrigo, Eduardo pulls it back to Samuel Ricci. He goes down in the box. And that looks like it's a penalty for us. And it's Xavi Simons to step up to take it. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Puts it in the top corner. 2-0. And surely that is us through to a quarter-final against Las Palmas. Just whips it right into the corner. It goes into the side netting. Keeper went the wrong way, and we're in control. Right, Scalvini into Eduardo. Sula. That's to the byline. Low cross. It's cleared. And now they're looking to break. Camavinga gets across to make a tackle, but they've still got it. Perkovic wins it back. Camavinga to Samuel Ricci. Scalvini. We've played ourselves out well there. Sula. Rodrigo. Ricci making the run into the box. And the keeper turns it over for a corner. We definitely played ourselves out of trouble well there. Rodrigo with the corner. Aims for the far post. The keeper comes and claims it. We've got 3 minutes plus injury time to see off here. Mamardashvili out to Perkovic on the touchline. Xavi Simons infield. Ricci flicks it on. Eduardo finds Rodrigo into the box. The keeper makes a great save from point blank range. And it goes out for a throw in. From the throw, Perkovic. Xavi Simons. Sula. Into Xavi Simons. Turns. Smashes it from the edge of the box. Too much power for the keeper to keep it out. That's 3-0 with 5 minutes of injury time left to play. And we're going to get a trip to Las Palmas in the quarter-final. Xavi Simons going away from goal, but turns right from the edge of the area. It gets a bit of a nick that helps it go past the keeper. And there we go, full time, 3-0, through to the quarter-final. And as we said, a trip to Las Palmas. Looking at the other scores, Espanyol have knocked out Barcelona. Atletico got through with a 90th minute winner against Ligue. So there's a few tight games and a few shocks in this round. We are approaching the end of February. In fact, it's the 25th of February. And we've got the second leg of the semi-final, the Copa del Rey, against Valencia coming up, which will tell you that we've done pretty well in the competition so far. But this is our 8th game in 25 days. And following this game, we've got at least another 8 games before the end of March. So we've had some injuries, as you can probably tell, looking at the team news ahead of this second leg. We've actually had a lot more injury issues. We've had fitness issues in terms of people being tired and everything like that. But I think we're starting to come together in terms of we're getting some of the injuries back. After the victory against Girona, we had the quarter-final away at Las Palmas. We got off to a quick start. We were 2-0 up after 13 minutes. They pulled a goal back, but we went 3-1 up before the half hour, and then Vinicius Junior got a goal in the second half to give us a 4-1 victory. And then we had straight away, making it 3 Copa del Rey games in a row. We had the first leg of the semi-final away at Valencia. We won 3-0. Unfortunately, Jude Bellingham picked up an injury in that game that's kept him out since then, and he's going to be out for at least another couple of weeks as well. We then had an away game against Rayo Vallecano. We were not great at all, but we came away with a 1-0 victory thanks to Rodrigo. We were then at home to Betis and came away with a pretty comfortable 4-0 victory. We were 3-0 up at half-time and didn't look in any danger in that game. And then the most recent game, we were at home against Alaves. We gave away a penalty that they scored from, and then Eduardo scored a hat-trick to give us a 3-1 victory. We had 3 penalties given that were then overruled by VAR. We had a penalty given that was then missed. So it was an eventful game. What it does mean as far as the league's concerned is we are now top of the table, 3 points clear of Atletico, who have played the same number of games. We've both got a game in hand on Valencia in third, who are 6 points back, but it shows what a good season Valencia are having. And despite having a 3-0 victory from the first leg, the second leg is going to be a tough game, and we can't afford to switch off, otherwise we could be in trouble. This is the side we're picking for the home leg. Obviously, we're going in with a 3-goal advantage, but we are getting our players back. So Hakimi and Diamande are both back from injury to start. Camavinga's back from injury as well. And Ardguler and Samuel Ricci are on their way back from injury. They're fit enough to be involved. They may get some game time later on in the game, but this is going to be, it could be a pretty tough game, but hopefully the 3-goal advantage is enough to see us through to a final where we would play the winner of Atletico and Alaves, who haven't played the first leg of their semi-final yet. Right, Sula with a corner early on towards the back post. Scalvini rises highest. We've taken the lead after less than 90 seconds of this second leg, and that puts us in an even more commanding position with a 4-0 aggregate lead. Swings the inswing to the back post. Scalvini gets the run, gets up above. No one on the far post, and that's 1-0. Another corner. Sula again goes towards the back post. Scalvini again gets up the highest. He's got 2 goals in the opening 5 minutes, and that's 5-0 on aggregate. This one was a bit more of a floated ball to the back post. Scalvini just heads it down into the ground, past the keeper, and that's an early 2-0 advantage. Right, we've headed that one clear, and they've gone back to pick it up. Francis, and we've forced them all the way back to the keeper. Mosquera, it's back to him again. Hugo Guillemon at the back. Diamande steps in. Hakimi launches it long, looking for Eduardo. Hugo Guillemon tidies it up at the back and it goes back to the keeper. Short back pass. Eduardo beats the keeper to it. 3-0 in less than 20 minutes. 6-0 on aggregate. And it looks like we're booking our place in the Copa del Rey final. Javi Guerra, just a poor back pass. I'm assuming it was meant for the keeper because it was nowhere near the defender. The crazy thing about this as well, obviously we won the first leg 3-0, but Sevilla in goal for Valencia's kept the most clean sheets in the league this season. Corner to the back post, it's headed away from Scalvini this time. Sula goes back to pick it up. Out to you and Andre on the left. Him and Vinicius Jr. got in each other's way there. Scalvini tidying up at the back there. Lifts it down the line for Vinicius Jr. Goes past his man. Crosses towards the back post. And Eduardo's header goes over the top. And there we are, half-time, 3-0 up. They've barely been a threat at all. And I think now's the time to maybe rest a few players, get some game time back and some players coming back, just with this heavy schedule of games we've got going. Right, so we made some changes at half-time, as we said, just to get some game time into some players coming back from injury and just to rest some of the players that have played a lot in the month so far. Camavinga loses out on the edge of their area. And Fran Perez is still going. Lovely ball. Surely he's offside. It's a great ball by Cabot, a great finish by Diego Lopez, but that had to be offside. And it has been disallowed. So it's played into Cabot, who takes a touch and then just lifts it over the top. Diego Lopez had just gone a fraction too soon, but he smashes it in on the half volley. And based on how that first leg was going between Atletico and Alaves, it looks like it's going to be a Madrid final in the Copa del Rey final. Arda Güler bringing the ball clear for us here. Goes right around the outside. Lifts it to Andre. It ends up with Sula. Touched by Valverde. Takes it away from the keeper. And that's 4-0 on the night, 7-0 on aggregate. It just eventually comes to Sula, rolls it into Valverde, who takes it away from the defender and the keeper, and he finishes for 4-0. As we said, it's going to take a miracle for Alaves to overturn that. 6-0 down in the first leg, with still about half an hour left. Diamande to Tartaglione. Camavinga back to Diamande. Valverde. Tartaglione to Diamande. Valverde again. Diamande again. Hakimi. We're keeping the ball well, but just not doing an awful lot with it. No. Hakimi down the outside. Finds Arda Güler. Back to Diamande. Driving towards the edge of the area. Cuts onto his left foot. And it ripples the top of the net as it goes over. Right, Valverde with a corner. Aim for Diamande. It's still alive. Fontana drops back to pick it up. Hakimi finds Valverde. He takes it down, stabs it towards the back post. But they get a header on it and get the ball clear. And they're still going. Fran Perez. It's a great counter-attack, this one from them. Caba onto Hugo Guillemon. Hits the bar. And Diamande gets his head on the rebound. Right, a throw for them. Caba to Guillemon. Guillemot again. Nice ball out to the left-hand side. It's pulled back to Guillemot. It's worked into the box. Cabba's shot's blocked. And then Sambu fires past Mamardashvili to make it 4-1 on the night and 7-1 on aggregate. There's less than 10 minutes left, so unless we do something spectacularly stupid, we're pretty safe in making it through to the final, and hopefully that was just a consolation goal. Atletico are now 7-0 up against Alaves in that first leg. Right, they're attacking again. There's a couple of minutes left. Guillemot back to Sevilla in goal. Mosquera goes back to Sevilla. Back to Mosquera. We've kind of kept them trapped in their own half there, but a lovely ball out to that left-hand side again. Hugo Guillemot now down the line. Fran Perez is in behind. Low cross. Diamonde sticks his foot out, and we've started to get sloppy. The game was well and truly over. The tie was well and truly over at 7-0. But we've got sloppy defensively. We've let them get into good positions. And Diamonde's just not got his feet sorted there, and it's flown past Mamardashvili for 4-2 on the night. Right, Valverde with a corner to the far post. It's headed clear, but only as far as Ardagula. Camavinga, Bakinger, Perkovic. Perkovic finds Sula, and Fontana drags his shot wide of the far post. And there we go, full time 4-2, 7-2 in aggregate. Overall, pretty impressive job over both legs. We did switch off towards the end and gifted them some chances and let them get in behind us to concede those 2 goals. But now the attention focuses to the final, which, looking at the first leg scorer and the other tie, is almost certainly going to be against Atletico, who've beaten Alaves 7-0. We've made it to the end of March, and we've had, in terms of results, we've had a good run since that second leg against Valencia. In terms of performances, we've had a few shaky ones here and there, but largely we've managed to overcome them. Immediately after the second leg against Valencia, we had a home game against them in the league, where we came out really comfortable, 6-0 victors, hat-trick from Matthias Sula. Unfortunately, Hakimi picked up an injury in that game. Then we had the first leg of the last 16 of the Champions League, and despite taking an early lead through Sula, we lost that game 2-1. We then required a 92nd minute winner from Arda Güler to beat Osasuna, and to be honest, they had the better chances and probably should have won the game. But things seemed to change around with the second leg against PSG. Comfortable 5-1 victory to see us through to the quarter-final, where we've been drawn against Benfica. We then beat Girona 2-0 in the league. We won 5-1 away at Sevilla, 4-1 away at Cadiz, and in the most recent game, won 3-1 at home against Las Palmas. So as far as the league's concerned, it means that we are top of the table with 3 points clear of Atletico, having played a game less than them, with 16 points clear of Osasuna in third, 20 points clear of Valencia in fourth, who've got a game in hand on us, and 21 points clear of Barcelona in fifth. So it's down to us and Atletico for the title. Hopefully, obviously, if we win the game in hand, that'll give us a 6-point advantage, and that should be enough with so few games left that hopefully we don't throw it away. And there we are, the end of another episode, and the end of season 9 is in sight. It could also be the end of our time at Real Madrid. We've made it to the Copa del Rey final, where we play against Atletico. We are obviously also battling Atletico in terms of who's going to win La Liga, and we're into the last 8 of the Champions League, where we've been drawn against Benfica. So join us next time to see how many trophies we end up with, and obviously to see if we achieve that main aim for the season of winning the Copa del Rey. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.